Welcome to dridhOn channel. Here we are discussing about Java introduction with industry experts. Let's start.
What is Java? So anyone can tell me what is Java?
Programming language.
Yeah.
In the introduction, they said like that.
So why we are going? Everyone is telling about Java. Everyone, anything Java or C, Java or C, any language. Everyone is talking about Java or C. Why? Because of Java is very simple. So
And open source.
yes, it's an open source, so you can download it easily. So no need to pay all those things is there. So Java is very simple and it's an object-oriented programming language. So why another thing they will ask whenever you are going interview, they will ask oops concept. You don't think what is oops? They'll tell me about oops concept. Then oops, I don't know. It is like a fun, but oops is like an object-oriented programming language.
Okay.
So why it is object-oriented means here we are using a particular object. Means anything we are going through object, we are first introducing the object, then we are the same object we are executing it. So it's a fully based on object. Okay, so next they will tell it's a platform independent. Why it's a platform independent? Why? Because we can use it in any ways. Like you can use it in Android, you can use it in Linux, you can use it in Mac. If you write any program, means if you you install, right? Both have installed the Java installation is
Mostly I have downloaded it, but I'm getting trouble it in for installation. I don't know what
okay.
is happening. It's not coming in the on the desktop.
Revati,
Okay.
maybe your version is not allowing that whatever you are downloading.
Okay, and when I used to open it, it is opening into a Firefox browser.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this is happening. Even Eclipse I have downloaded and I am not able to open it.
Okay, so after this class, so we'll check it out,
Sure.
and okay, so you can check it in a comment prompt. If you give Java, it will show you actually if all the full. If you already have installed, it will show. If you're not installed directly, it will say it is not installed.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll check it out. So don't worry about that. We can, without that also, we should practice in our hand because Java, if you're going from the basics, no, you have to practice in your notebook more. You should know if I enter this should be my output. So you should not supposed to depend on your computer or your means everything should be in your mind. So if I write this line, so what will be my output? It should be like that. Okay. So we should know what is happening in the system. That also we should know because now for basic it's fine. But when you're going for office and when you're going to write a big program and full project, you're working in any application, then we need to know what and all things is there. Like you have to make your packages, inside the packages modules will come, all those things we have to know. That time we'll see it out because for the basics we know means not required. Okay, so next what I will be talking,
It's platform independent.
yeah, why it is platform independent. So if you are writing, it is a .java. If you are writing any program, it will come with extension as a .java. Okay, so this .java code, you can run it in any platform. You are writing it today in Windows. Okay, so I have Windows laptop. So I'm writing a Java code and I'm sending Revati. You run this program. So you have a Mac. Okay, so
Okay.
you can run the same code in your laptop. So for that, you no need to change anything. Okay,
Okay.
so that is platform independent. So platform independent means you can run the same code in multiple OSs. Okay,
Okay.
okay, and Java is secured. Java is secured because it don't have explicit pointer and the programs runs inside virtual machine. Okay, so if you write a C application and if you run, okay, the user means it uses the runtime environment of operating system. So it will run in your means operating system is your computer hardware. Inside it will run if you're writing a C++ program. But Java, when you're in running a program, so it will run in its Java environment. It's a JVM. Okay,
Okay.
Java virtual machine. So it will run inside the JVM. It will not run inside the OS. Okay, so you can note it down all those things.
One second.
So you have a pen paper, right?
Yeah, I'm having.
Notebook or anything, it's fine. You can take a note because when you're going for interview, so they will ask this small question. So where you are running your Java program. So if you say means particularly it is not running into your OS. Obviously, OS is there. Inside your OS, you have JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Inside this Java Virtual Machine, yeah, one run means environment is present. In this environment, the Java will get run. Okay, so while running in command prompt, okay. So if you have command prompt, you can open anyone. So inside your command prompt, you can write your Java class. Okay. Inside that class, if you run as a Java C. Okay. If you Java C, if you are running, that is running inside your OS. Means sorry, not OS. It's a JVM, Java Virtual Machine. I will share my screen once again. Once again, guys, be online.
మాట్లాడతా మాట్లాడు ఇంట్లోకి వెళ్ళి మాట్లాడుతూ Mosami, do you want to share my screen?
No, I will share once again. Can you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go to Java architecture. Okay.
Mhm.
So Java architecture. So inside that, you're writing our source code. Okay, source code means which means the code you are writing, right? Any code like if else code or even or any code, that is our source code. So you can write it down in your okay, uh, mm, in your notepad or notebook. I forgot the word only. It's okay. Leave. I will share you the photo. Okay. Guys can see my screen.
Yeah, will you please zoom it? And
So what you are able to see? What you are seeing?
yeah, Java architecture and source code Java C. Okay.
Okay. So Java architecture. Inside Java architecture, we have our source code. So source code is .java. Okay. Extension is .java. So in that source code, if you run as a Java C, so Java C, what it will do? It is running inside the compiler. So it will give you bytecode. Bytecode is like 0 A, okay, 0 1 0 1. It will come as a bytecode. Do you
And
know?
what is the extension dot
Yeah,
class?
yeah, it will create. If you run it as a Java C, it will
Uh-huh.
give you dot class. Okay, the
Okay.
same, it will be your class name with dot class. So if
Okay.
it is my class dot Java,
Mm-hmm.
my class dot Java, your source code name, so it will give you as a my class dot class. Okay.
Okay.
So after running, where it will go, you can't see all these things, but it will go inside your. So it will go to your Java Virtual Machine (JVM). Okay, so this JVM and the Java Application Programming Interface Java API. Why application? What is application programming interface? Java is using inside lot of classes like you have public means static like this, thousands of internal variables, their data type, and lot of inbuilt classes are present. So you have string classes, system classes, integer classes. So all those things we are using to write the Java code. Okay, so from where all
Okay.
these things is coming? So this is coming. This is provided by the Java Application Program Interface, Java API. So this
Okay.
two, okay, this two is called JRE. You can see in the left side the JRE, Java Runtime Environment. What is Java Runtime Environment? Java Runtime Environment is a combination of JVM and your Java API, Java Application
Okay.
Programming Interface. Okay, so
Okay.
so after running, you will get JVM will give you the output. Okay, so output where you can see in your OS where you are running. Okay, so it will give if you are running it in your Eclipse, you can see in Eclipse. If you are running in it your command prompt, it will you will get the output in command prompt. Okay,
Okay.
so uh, so inside what it is happening, so you are writing the .java class. .java class is converting into bytecode. Bytecode after running it is giving you output the Java virtual machine. So inside what it is happening, it is going to machine level language. It is going inside machine level. The machine is understanding what is this, what is public, what is static, what is void. So what is system.out.print? When it is getting the system.out.print, that time it is giving you output. Okay.
Okay.
So inside this is working as a machine. Before that it is a bytecode, so you are writing abcd system will not understand, right? System will understand 0101 like that. So this to convert that as a system understanding language, we are converting that abcd to bytecode. Then when the bytecode is getting converted to the 0101 like that, again internally it is getting changed and it is giving as a output as a abcd, what we are
Okay.
expecting like that. Okay, understand
Okay.
anything that you didn't understand, Revati or Swapna?
No, no, nothing.
Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so what we've gone through till now is what is Java. Java is a programming language which is easy to understandable for any anyone, and it's a simple. Why it is simple? And one more thing, why it is simple? See, we are using a huge program, an application. See, if you are going in any company, you can see the same project it is going for 5 years. So 5 years, 10 years, some projects is going, the same project is running. So this in that project means 10 people already worked and some people worked and they left. Okay, so whoever is working in the project, they are inputting their own methods, their own variables, their own codes. So what Java will do, means JVM will do, it will it have a garbage collection, that automatic garbage collection. If anything means object your variable you have mentioned, but you are, that is not in use in early days, so what it will do, it will do automatic garbage, means it will be automatically deleted from the memory, but not from your code. Baby code it will be having, but it will delete from the memory. Okay, so when you are running in application, see, if you are downloading from the Play Store, it will show you this much MB it will take. Okay,
Yeah.
so 12 MB, 15 MB. Okay, so why this MB is coming? Because of how much your application is going to take the memory in your phone. So for that the weightage is coming. So 15 MB. So do you think application which is running 10 years, it will just like that, it will be 15? No, it will be more inside. When you're opening the code, it will be a huge mess up. Okay, to understand only it will take some 3 months if you join any company. Okay. So those internally cleaning, it will do done by the automatic garbage collection. So Java is very simple. If you have mentioned any variable, proper variable, if you are not in use in previous way, so it will remove the memory. So you no need to go and you are no need to remove. Okay, I write this code I am not using. Again, I have to delete this code. No need to do all those things.
Okay.
Okay, so object oriented programming. Okay, in this object oriented programming is a very huge that only actually the our Java means main course you can tell. What is object oriented programming? I am going to tell now. So object oriented means we are organized our software as a combination of different type of objects that in component of both data and behavior. So object-oriented programming is a methodology that simplifies software development and maintenance by providing some rules. You can note it down. I will, if you want, I can dictate also.
Yeah, please.
Object-oriented means we organize our software as combination of
We organize our software.
as a combination of
Mhm. Yes.
different type of object.
Okay.
that
Mhm.
that incorporates both data and behavior.
Data and
Both data and
Behavior.
okay.
Oops, O, capital OOPS. Oops is a
Hmm.
methodology that simplify
That
software
simplifies
development, software development and maintenance.
software
By
development and
maintenance
maintenance.
by providing some rules.
some tools.
Okay.
Okay.
Some tools,
Not tools, rules.
rules. Okay.
Yeah, by providing some rules. Okay, so basic concept of OOPS is object, class. Five concept is there. So you have to go through one by one.
Okay.
Okay.
First is object,
Hmm.
class, second,
Mhm.
Hmm.
inheritance,
Okay.
polymorphism,
Poly.
Polymorphism.
polymorphism, POLYMORPHISM,
Hmm. Okay.
abstraction, encapsulation,
Abstraction and
encapsulation.
Encapsulate.
Six concept we have to go through. Okay, finished.
yes.
Mhm.
So today we'll go with variable. Next heading you can make it as a variable.
These six are rules for oops.
Yes, these six are rules for not rules. It's a
Concepts of.
concept of
Okay.
the OOPS. Okay.
Okay.
So next is variable. So what is variable? So while writing, we are writing integer C 5, integer A 10.
I'm not getting it.
Yeah, one second, one second. Okay. I was talking mute, sorry. I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay. So, see, what I was telling is that it's like this. So, if you are mentioning integer A. So, integer means it will take only means mathematical values, integer, float, like this. Okay, 50 keyword is there in Java, that also we will see one by one. So, what is variable? So when you're writing in your code, int a equal to 10. So what is this a? This a is a variable. So what this a, where this a will come? So think it's your JVM. Okay, inside this JVM, this inside this JVM, this box is there inside. Okay, it will come inside the JVM. So here you are writing your A. So where is the A? Inside JVM. Inside JVM, what is the integer method is there? Integer dot class is there. Inside the dot class, you are creating one memory, and you are telling the A hold this 10 value. We should hold A. You should hold 10 value. So how you will define it as a int A equal to 10. So what it is this? This is the integer. This memory is allocated in JVM, so it will hold only a numerical value. Okay, because it's inside integer class. So what you are mentioning first, int a 10. So here what is a here? A here is a variable. Next, if you are mentioning as a int b equal to 30. So what 30 will do? 30 B will hold. So B again one more memory will allocate. inside your JVM. Okay, so what it will hold, this B, if you enter, and this B will get created. Okay, so what this B will hold, this B will hold your value 30. So again, if you create like so if you create the string s equal to Moshumi, what it will do? Again, it will create one more. Okay, it will create one more. It will create one more memory. It will inside the string JVM. So inside JVM, it will create your memory string s. So this s, what it is holding? It's holding Moshumi. Okay, like that. So if you are mentioning as a boolean equal to true. So what it will do? It will create in Boolean class inside JVM. It will create one more memory allocation. It will give memory allocation. So it will hold it D. In this D, what it will assign? It will assign true. True or false only will hold Boolean variable. It can be true or it can be false. Okay. So
Numerical value will be assigned by int, and
yes,
the
string
string
value will be
value will be assigned by string, and true or
string.
false will be from boolean. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So this variable is how we will define now inside the code. Okay. Now, if you write like class A, okay, integer, it will be always small. Okay, that also we will see why it is small and when it is capital.
Class A means the name of the class is A.
Yes, the class name is A. Okay, so you can write it okay in your notebook. So class is A. What is the class name? Is A. When you are saving, what it will come? A.java. Okay, so there is a lot of naming convention that and all we'll see. Okay, so ABCD I gave name. So now abcd.java it will come. So if you run in your CMD command prompt, it will come as a Java C.
abc.java or abc.class?
A Java C dot abc.java. You in command prompt you have to write as a Java ABC means a Java C abc.java. Then if you run, you will get a dot class file. Okay. So I am telling now about the variable. So see, this is my class. It's starting here. It's ending here. Where it is starting? It is starting here. It's ending here. So inside this, I have a what I have. I have a method. I have created one method. So my method is starting in with this curly braces and it's ending with this one. Okay. So inside that I have mentioned three different variable. You can see one is data, one is m, one is n. So this is forming a different memory allocation in our JVM. Okay, so there is a three type of variable. One is local,
Hmm.
instance, and static variable. Okay, so what is local variable first? Local variable is when you are inside a class, inside a method, when you are defining any variable, that is called local variable. Because you can use inside only this method, this n variable. Outside this method, you can't use this n. So for this method only you are defining this n. So this is your local variable. Why? Because it's inside your method. You can't use it as a globally. It is your local variable for that particular method.
Okay.
But
Inside
it is,
class, inside method.
yeah, inside class and inside method. It is called local variable. Local variable that is declared inside the method is called local variable. So what is instance variable? What is instance variable? Instance variable is declared inside the class but outside your method. You can use this variable globally to your class anywhere. Okay, so if you have mentioned this data here, you can use this same data here for, and you can change this value. Okay, so here you are getting this data and you can assign this data with your n. So this data will be holding your n value again now. Okay, this I will explain more. So what is instance variable? Instance variable is inside your class but outside your method. If you are defining any variable, that is called instance variable.
Mhm.
Understand?
Mm.
And it is
The
not
data
declared
is
as
instance
static.
variable.
Will you please
Yes,
pardon? I didn't get this one.
yeah. What I am telling is inside your class. See, you forgot this. You forgot all this. This you forgot. Okay. Sorry. Just think here. Sorry. So inside your class, you are defining one variable. So this is
Hmm.
your globally you are going to use this variable. Anywhere you can call this variable, you can change this variable value. Okay. So see, and another after some line you writing, you are changing this variable as a it got changed. It now it is holding your value 200. Before it was
Okay.
holding your value 50. Now it can hold 200, but again you don't need to initialize. That also we'll see how we are initializing. What is this is called declaration with initializing. So we are declaring a variable. This is a declaration. What is this variable? This is a variable. This variable is an integer variable. So if you put, we are declared. Now you don't know, you means this memory don't know what value it is holding. Now this memory is holding as a null value because we didn't initialize it. If we have to initialize, what we have to do? We have to put some value. Now we initialize. Hey, data, you should hold this zero value. You should not be null. Then can get exception or I can get error. Okay. So we are declare. First we declared. Now we are initializing this variable as you should hold 10. Okay. Now
Hmm.
after this, okay, so this is the first time. Whenever you are declaring a variable, you should initialize. That is a better means practice. Okay, So next is, so what I said, so this variable is called instance variable. So instance variable, after some code writing, maybe you have done some mathematical something, okay, so you have done some plus plus, so after that you got some result as a you got some result as a 40 or something. So this 40 value again you want to store it in this data, this variable. So now this memory is holding 40 value. I will show once again. So just imagine this is your memory allocation inside JVM. Okay, inside JVM you are holding this memory. This memory is going to hold your value. First it is holding your value, data was holding your value as a 10. Okay, now what you did, you have then done some mathematical execution, you have done some 30 plus 10, so you got 40. This 40 you want to store in this memory allocation. Okay, so what you will do, you will do this. So you are writing data equal to 40. So what it will happen in memory? In memory, it will delete this and it will rewrite this. Okay. So now what it will happen? Now data is holding what is 40. Now data is holding 40. It remove the 10 and it allocate now 40. So this is your instance variable. Okay.
Okay.
So one more class in like the class you write static int m equal to 100. So any variable, okay, any variable you are mentioning it is as a static. It is static. It's called static variable. So now this n is your static variable. Okay. So if you mention any variable as static, it will be a static variable. This variable you can't modify in any different kind of method. If your method name is something like this, void, okay, so inside this if you want to write, you want to edit this n equal to n equal to 30, you can't do it because your method also should be static method, then only you can edit it, then only it will give you permission and that you can edit this, you can use this variable inside your method, otherwise you can't use this static variable. Okay.
This n and that n both are same. This one is small n, but
Yes.
inside that void method you mentioned capital N.
Yes. See, if you are using a method which is not static, you can't use this n. Okay. To use this static variable, your method should be static method. Now you don't go this much deep. I will come one by one. What is static method? What is static? Okay, that again one more fully it will go one more class. So first right, there is a three variable. One is local, one is instance variable, one is static variable. If you mention any variable with static, it is static variable. If you mention any variable inside your class, outside your method, it is called instance variable. If you are calling any variable inside your method is called local variable. So if you want to take a note, I can give. So you want to write it down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not.
What is a local variable, instance variable, and static variable? So write it down. What is local variable?
Yes.
A variable that is declared inside the method. A variable that is declared
Inside
inside
the
the
class, inside
method.
method, right?
Inside the method is called local variable.
Okay.
Next is instance variable. A variable that is declared inside the class outside method is called instance variable.
Okay.
It is not declared as static.
Okay.
See here inside this also we are mentioning inside the class, outside the method. So this is instance variable. And here we are doing inside the class, means inside class and outside the method. This also, but it is defining static. So this is static variable. But this and all is not static because we didn't mention before that any static word. Okay. So this and all is instance variable, but this is static variable. Okay. So what is static variable? A variable. Next, static variable. A variable that is declared as static is called static variable.
It should be inside the class and outside the
Method.
method. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah. You just mentioned a variable that is declared as a static is called static variable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next we'll go to okay. So we'll go to data type. So data type also have.
I have one doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
We can't write static variable inside the method.
No.
Okay.
Static variable will be always outside. It is not a local, but it is static. Okay.
Okay.
It is not a local variable. If you mention inside the method, it will become a local variable. Static variable is always the outside of the method. It will be not inside your method.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
So data type. Next, we'll go to data type. So primitive and non-primitive. So anyone have Java book?
No.
It's
Which should
not
we
required
refer?
because we all have now internet, so no one need a Java.
But if we want to refer, which should we refer?
Excuse me.
That Java edition book is and not that one. That black and yellow color is that. Okay. I need to check where is the book. That will be like a black color. No, that black and yellow color one book is that one.
Yeah, if you're
I will.
having a, yeah, if you're having a picture, please post it in a group. So like,
Yes, yes, I
if
will
we
share
want,
that.
we can take it. Yeah.
No. So you guys can see my screen. So data type is two type of data type is a primitive and non-primitive data type. Okay. So inside primitive we have integral, floating, character, and boolean. Okay. And non-primitive is string and array.
Oh,
First, what is data type? So now, just now we have mentioned boolean, integer, okay, string.
hmm.
So in the string is coming under non-primitive, and int is coming under integral. Boolean is coming under primitive. Okay. So what is integral? So integral have byte short in long. It will hold all the integer values in a different forms. So byte will hold one byte of memory in your JVM. A short will be in 2 byte. Integer will be 4 byte. Just now we have seen. So this memory we have defined. Okay. So this memory is having 4 byte. So okay, it is having its own calculation. So okay. Hmm. Okay, so long will hold 8 byte. So what is B? B is byte. So 1 byte is 1 bit, 8 bit. So this calculation and all is not required. Just for your means knowing purpose, you can just take it as a note, but this and all is not required. But for understanding, so this will hold a four byte. This long will hold 8 byte. Then next is a float. Float and double. Float and double is like a after entering your value when you are going to. I mean, so when you are going to 40 point something, 40.1, 40.5, when you're entering like this value, so what you can't make it as a integer, you have to make it as a double. Okay, so you have to mention as a double. If you are mentioning as a int, it will give you some error. It will show you as a error. You have to mention it as a double. Okay, the double 1.3 like that. Double float. So it will have their memory location. It will hold 4 byte. The double will hold 8 byte. Character will hold 2 byte. And boolean, it will hold true or false. It is a just 1 bit. That's it. Okay. So non-primitive, what is non-primitive? Non-primitive, it will come string and array. This string and array will go in details in next class. Okay.
Okay.
So guys took any picture, or you can write it down if you want. Guys are writing or you're taking picture?
Uh, yeah, we are writing. I
Yeah,
think
right.
Swapna is also writing. Yeah, no, Swapna?
Yeah. So what is data type?
Data type is how you are defining your variable. So you are
Okay.
mentioning your variable as integer. What is integer? Integer is your data type. This variable, how you are defining, where you are defining. Inside your double memory, you are defining this variable, right? So double, what is double here? Double is your data type.
Declaring the variable type.
Yes, declaring your variable type. You are understanding?
Yeah.
Both are understanding, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I was just changed.
There are three types of data type, right? Primitive, non-primitive, and third one is?
No, only
Two,
two. Primitive and
two.
non-primitive.
Okay.
Primitive and non-primitive. Variable is three types.
Okay.
Static variable, instance variable,
Instant
and
variable
global.
and global. Float also primitive data type only, na?
Float also primitive data type. Inside primitive data type, you have integral, float, character, and boolean. This four type. Okay.
5 I got. Integer, character, boolean, double, and float.
Yeah,
No?
means inside the float, it's a, see the float. Float is no, this is the bigger version. You can tell the float only. It's a double. Okay, so what float
Inside
will
that.
hold? It will hold dot 5 6 like that. So double also will hold, but it will hold the memory with bigger memory of that.
Okay. Float is bigger one.
Float is a four byte it will hold. Double will hold 8 byte 8 byte.
Okay. Then double is big.
Yes, double is big.
And non-primitives are class?
No, string
Non
and array.
string and array. Class is different. Class that is different.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Well, next class we'll check. We'll see what is class object. Okay. So next class we'll see what is the difference between JVM, JRE, JDK, all those things.
Okay.
Okay. So if guys understand everything, means today class, anything, any doubt?
Can you tell me how much each integer, not each data type will hold?
Each data type.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Means
float is 4 and double is 8. So how?
Yeah.
so it's a see same how I said. If you are initializing a integer a, so now what a is holding, so what is the a value, a integer, if you in integer, so this memory is a 4 byte, so if you are mentioning is a long, it's a 8 byte. So what it will do in JVM, inside JVM, if see this memory allocation is having 4 byte of memory it can hold. Okay, so if you are changing the value, so again and again you are calling this memory, so how much value it can hold, it can hold your 4 byte of memory in your JVM. So here inside you are writing a big program. In the program you are mentioning int as a b 30, so this b is holding your 4 byte.
Mhm.
memory.
It all depends on the value which we are putting, right?
No, not value. It's a holding only. If you are mentioning it is an integer, it will hold your 4 bit. So another integer
Okay.
you mentioned. Okay. So another integer you
Okay.
mentioned is C is a 10. So now C also is holding 10. So this memory is holding 4 byte. This memory is holding 4 byte. So inside your 15 MB you have application. Okay, in the 15 MB application, 4 plus 8. 8 byte you're holding this two integer memory.
Okay.
Okay. Then
And
character?
yeah.
Character, see how much it is holding character. Character is holding 2 byte.
2 byte.
And Boolean?
Boolean
Boolean
is
is
one
8.
1 byte.
1 byte. Okay.
Yes.
String and array also holds the value or not?
String or array also is holding the value, but string and array is holding a huge amount of means it's a huge amount of memory. It can
Okay.
hold. It's not means it's not defined. So
Okay.
how
It's
you
not
are mentioning?
definable.
Yes, how you are going to mention same it will hold. If I'm mentioning a string as Moshumi, so you it will hold. Now again you are going to change it. It's based on how you are utilizing it. Okay, so
Okay.
in the end you are using this you are using this variable or not. So based on that it will execute your application, and based on that it will create a memory in your application.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so guys, let's stop.
Thanks for watching Introduction class. If you want to register, please visit dridhOn.com. Or you want to discuss more or check for the trial classes, please call 9066508122 or visit dridhOn.com. Thank you.